number one. Number two, you got to think about the toenail environments. Where do yeast and funguses like to grow? They like dark, they like closets, they like humid, they like warm, they like moist. That is the perfect environment inside your shoe. So you're going to have to make it a habit. Wear your shoes when you have to, but anytime you don't have to have your shoes on, so the second you get home, you're going to take your shoes and socks off, and you're going to go barefoot as much as you can. That's going to dry out that nail. That's going to get more light to that area, and it's not going to be as warm. And so the fungus is going to like your toenail a lot less. Next is the sun. This is the silver magic bullet for fungus and yeast. Just as mushrooms, they don't love to grow in the sun. They'd much prefer to grow under a tree or deep in the forest. That's where they like. They don't like direct sunlight, and so you seldom see a mushroom out in direct sunlight for long. And the fungus on your toenails is no exception. The yeast, the fungus, the dermatophytes, they do not like sunlight. So if you can get 5 minutes a day of sun on your toes, that's going to help eradicate the fungus and keep the fungal count so low that it's just not able to get into the toenail. Now, so sun 5 minutes a day is a big deal. It's free, it's easy, and you might get some vitamin D in the process. Next are all the soaks that you may have seen on other YouTube videos, the apple cider vinegar soak, the Vicks salve. There's actually some limited research that shows that it probably does lower the fungal load and will help to cure your toenail fungus, but it's not 100%. None of these things are really 100%. It takes all this together for you to cure that toenail fungus, okay? And so, yeah, do apple cider vinegar soak once a week. Do the Vicks salve regimen. They're going to help, but you can't do just that and nothing else. You have to fix your diet, and you have to fix the environment of the toenail, or you're not going to have much success with the soaks. The next is hygiene. Now, I'm not saying you're dirty. I'm not saying your feet are stinky. I'm just saying you need to take your old toothbrush and put it in the shower. You need a new toothbrush anyway, right? Right. So get a new toothbrush and put the old one in the shower. Every time you wash your feet, after you've soaped them up, you're going to take the toothbrush and you're going to scrub gently the crevices around your toenails, okay? Because there are microscopic particles of lint, dead skin cells, and maybe some dirt that get caught in there. And if you just wash with your hands, you're not getting all that out. And just a quick little scoop with the bristles of the toothbrush, you're going to get all that microscopic debris out of there, which would otherwise hold moisture and also help the fungus to hide under all that junk, right? So use your toothbrush every time you're in the shower. Just make that part of your daily regimen, okay? Next is keep your toenails trimmed neatly, but don't trim around the corners, and don't ever dig and try to dig the fungus out. All you're going to do is increase your risk of an infection, and it can be quite a serious infection sometimes, or you'll get an ingrown toenail from that. So don't do that. Just trim them straight across, keep them neat. And then lastly, the last hygiene tip is to blow dry your toes after you dry off. Because if you just dry your foot off with a towel, there's still water in the crevices, right? There's still water under the toenail. But if you throw a hairdryer on there and blow dry your toes for 3 minutes, it's not going to take much time out of your day, and it's going to thoroughly dry those toes before you have to put on your socks and shoes, if you have to do that. And so just those changes in your regimen are going to cost you an extra 3 minutes a day, but they're going to greatly decrease the hospitability, is that a word, of your toenails for fungus. Your fungus just ain't going to like it because it's so clean, it's so dry, there's so much air getting to the area. And then so now remember what I said, even if you do all these things, it's going to take 6 months for the old damaged toenail to grow off and for the new toenail to come back beautiful, okay? And you'll have a good normal toenail. Now, if you do all this stuff for 6 months and you still have fungus, then you should probably go see your doc and get some labs checked and see what's up with your immune system. Because if you fixed your diet and you're getting sun on those toes and you're doing the soaks, your immune system should really be stronger because of the low-carb, healthy fat diet fighting from the inside. And then you fix the outside environment, that should fix the fungus. And you may have an immune issue if you still have fungus after 6 months of this regimen. And so some few people have to take the prescription medication for toenail fungus. And let me tell you a little about that in case you have to. It's called Lamisil terbinafine, and the recommendation is for you to take 1 pill a day for 6 weeks. Now, Lamisil works, there's no doubt about it, but it's very harsh on your liver. So if you do take it, try to just take it for 2 weeks, once a day for 2 weeks instead of once a day for 6 weeks. Because if you're doing all the things I listed in the regimen, all you'll need is 2 weeks, and that'll be the end of the fungus, okay? If you do have to take the Lamisil for 6 solid weeks, you need to make sure that your doctor's checking your liver function at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of that therapy, because sometimes Lamisil can be very harsh on your liver. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get a notification every time I have a bright idea. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.